At least I am back with one new avionics teardown. So I did not order a lot recently because I was traveling and nothing spectacular popped out on eBay. But I am still alive and we have something quite nice today. Big black box. It is a GEC-Marconi Defense Systems, made in England, thank you very much, Flight Data Acquisition Unit. So it is actually the box responsible for gathering all data from flight systems, engines and so on from the aircraft and converting them to a data stream fed to the flight data recorder. So a very important unit. I hope to find a lot of analog to digital converters and things inside. We will find out. We have two fault indicators. They are not LED, they are magnetic flip indicators where we see the little ball, I think, with one white side and one other side from another color, and there is a coil and it will flip around. One kind of a test connector here. Model number for you and modification record check to number 4. And on the back software revision number, your regular avionics rack connectors, quite huge ones, because yes, we have a lot of signals coming to this thing. So what does it do? How is it working? What do we have in here? Luckily enough, I found the datasheet. So from one website I will link in the video description with very nice photos of avionics. The FDAU. So here is general information for you. Use into Gulfstream 4 and BAE 146. I believe it is coming from BAE 146. They are all scrapped by now and a lot of parts of them are available on eBay. Seems it does record 32 parameters. Use the latest CMOS technology. And quite a flexible unit. I believe it can be customized. Yes, you can see analog, digital or discrete. I believe discrete will be 0 or 1 signals, while digital will be data bus. Analog will be any sensor on board the aircraft for engines and so on. Of course, altitude, speed, and all the other information you want. Flaps condition, gear train condition. Okay. Yes, you can see it can be expanded, but this one is fully populated with bombs. So more technical information now. The analog signals will take synchro, of course. AC/DC, this potentiometer status, discrete input. Yes, you can see open circuit or full power, marker beacon. 54 input wires for discrete inputs apparently. 58 input wires for signals, so it is already 100 connections at the back required. And all these herring buses and everything. So you can see this needs researching. It is things about rules in avionics probably, and the categories of equipment, power supply, supposed to weigh 5 kilos. Of course, Portsmouth, Hampshire. There is even an email address, so this data sheet is not old. 1996, so it is not that old. I will see if my unit has any useful date code to see if it is before or after 96. So on this side we have slotted screws. I did already undo some of them to save time. And on this side we have posi drive screws. So I guess you will use slotted screws for the side you open less often, and posi drive for the one that is more often opened. So we will open this side first. You can see it is quite a large unit, 30 centimeters long, something like this, and it is barely fitting in the frame. So just 6 screws to undo on this side left, because I did already undo most of them. So I am waiting for a parcel with another avionics unit also, maybe next week. So I am still around, but I did not have a lot of opportunities recently to shoot new stuff. Okay, yes, as you can see, no, it is not completely populated. We have 4 spots remaining. I did already do color marks to allow reinserting the boards in the correct area. And yes, look at this, BAE 146, I was right. Okay, I see already nice gold ceramic ICs, but no big hybrid module. Quite serious wire loom here, and a big motherboard at the back. Let's undo immediately this overcover. Not much to be expected on this side, but still it is the opportunity to do it and show everybody. Self-locking nuts here for the screws, and okay, wow, quite nice work actually. You can see they did use this plastic spring sleeve around the wires, a lot of zip ties also, typical British pink wires with little numbers everywhere. And yes, it is the wiring side, of course. So you can see very tedious work all around here. Wow. The back side of the connectors, very nice quality. These things are super expensive, and on the back here we have probably a DC to DC converter or something with golden legs. I will undo this rear panel to check exactly what it is. One board here and one or two even. Big electrolytic capacitors here. Philips brand. So I guess it is not any kind of random Philips model, but avionics spec Philips, but still I am not very confident in Philips capacitors. I had a lot of issues with them in the past, and not the best brand you can find for to fit in avionics, in particularly in electronics kind. You can see, yes, this is some kind of power supply unit. More pink wires here, and all the boards to undo. So they are fitted with regular headers like this. No even handle to undo them. So let me try to find a tool. Maybe this. There is holes provided, luckily enough, to pull on them, but still quite some work. So I will undo all this board and I will be right back. Okay, boards removed. We can see a little better here, but we will have a better look after when I unscrew the back panel. You can see all the headers. Very delicate things. You do not want to misalign any of those pins, and yes, you have things provided on each board. There is those pins that will align with holes here, so you cannot insert a board at the wrong spot apparently. Quite nice, and for some reason there is conformal coating around the holes here. Probably did leak from the other side when they did apply it. We can see on the front now the rear side of the test connector. Very nice golden contacts here on the body of the two fault indicators. 4 wires, so maybe there is also a bulb inside, or it is a latch and unlatch coil, 2 coils, something like this. A lot of captive nuts all around, you can see. Straightening bar here and rails to fit the circuit boards. Okay, let's have a look at each one of the board in the order of removal, I believe. Yes, I can see here already 96 dead code. So is it written on the board what they do? No, quite nice setup. You can see probably analog to digital converters here, not sure. Big Harris ceramic chips, and you can see a number of identical circuits with little resistors, little diodes, and those chips, so a number of channels here. So there is one board of this kind. It is not written what they do. Then we have two similar boards here which seem to be a main processor board. We have an EEPROM, there is another board which could be also processor, but here we have an oscillator, so it is duplicated for either they do each one job or for redundancy. So they are two times the same. Even apparently the numbers written on the EEPROMs here seem to be the same. I will read those EEPROMs, by the way, in my EEPROM reader. Very nice gold ceramic ICs here. Brand MCE, made in UK. It is not every day you see this. 10 MHz oscillator, resistor networks over here. So not sure if it's a processor or some digital data processing and conversion, but there is not really a processor inside this thing, just converting data. Next board loaded with ICs is this one. So here we have two of those Xilinx chips. We have Tungsten CSF here, 98 dead code on this one EEPROM, and this monster here apparently is one EEPROM also. 1024 as size, whatever it is, MC M27C in front and the number written here. Interesting little thing here, T1, so it is a transformer. So unpopulated spot here for one more flat pack like these ones. And those, look at this, guys. So those who know already, you did already spot this logo if you are expert in Eastern Bloc electronics. Quite interesting. An unpopulated socket here for serial EEPROM maybe. So look at this. It is completely unexpected. Those weird red, apparently ICs, BDP 4148, so maybe they are just diode networks with one N40 and 48. I will research this, but this logo, do you know this logo? It is, I believe, I am almost sure, it is Iskra logo from Yugoslavia or ex-Yugoslavia, Serbia. Not sure where it is located now, if it still exists, but there is a plus sign, so yes, probably resistor network, but if it is a Iskra brand, quite unexpected. It is not often you see this brand, in particular in modern Western equipment. So very, very unexpected. So apart from this, very nice board with beautiful pieces. Probably those things are not shipped. Very clean work, you can see no budges on those boards. Then we have a number of so two of those this kind of boards, probably for discrete signals. These ones you have just resistors, diodes, and ICs like this. So we have two of them, the same layout, except this one for some reason has no silk screen for the components. You can see. Interesting. And also the pins, locating pins here are not the same. So one of them must be a replacement. However, we have the same dead code on the ICs here. Quite weird why we have two completely. Issue 2, and here there is this one is issue 1. So at some point they did figure out it is missing the C screen, and they did add it. Quite interesting. Next board. No clue of what it is doing, but we have here more CD40 series ICs and one big film capacitor which is seriously secured to the board like this, and also those ones. So those are Philips. This not sure, nice blue color, and a number of CD40 series, so logic chips I believe, but we have trimmers here. Okay, next board here a little bit the same. WIMA capacitors here, probably wet tantalum, these ones, and those seem to be good quality parts, really. Some bodge wires here, but not really bodges, I believe. It is tracks they were not able to route, and they did put wires like this, because you can see we have wires identification on the seal screen. Okay, nice national semiconductor chip here. Another very nice capacitor here. So great quality. What else? These two ones I did show. A little bit the same here for the capacitors at least. It is sad it is not written on the board what they are doing. And the last one will be this one. Here we have a bunch of no, just transistors actually. Okay. With the conformal coating it is totally impossible to read the number written on those clips. Well, really not easy. This one I can guess a Motorola logo, but the numbers are completely dipped in the coating, and this one is even worse. Completely shiny surface. Okay, little bit of a bulge here, they did cut a track. Interesting. Wow. You can see the gap here between the ground plane and those tracks is super thin. here also. Quite interesting. Is it the same thing? No, the overboard do not have this big ground plane. Okay, I will reinsert the boards and we will remove the rear side and try to have a look at the DC to DC converter and power supply circuit board. Okay, we are 1 billion screws later. It is not really easy because there is still this thick wire harness in the way and more wires securing this thing in place. But what I can see, the two Philips capacitors are connected in parallel with bits of wires between them. There is one diode here and two solder posts. But we have the information we wanted. This box is totally DC to DC converter, if I can show you like this. Calex, this model number, DC-DC converter. Interesting. So it takes 9 to 36 volts. And triple input 5 volts and plus minus 12 volts. So very convenient unit if you tinker electronics to make a power supply for equipment. Really nice, and a lot of additional circuits here. Not sure why it is necessary. Weird blue capacitor here, looks like it was they did damage it with soldering iron or something, some coils and more parts, so probably over engineered power supply here. What else? Not much actually. There is a big grounding point here and you can see the super thick wire harness preventing to move this back panel out of the way. Okay, so I have a little bit of reassembly ahead, as you can guess, but it will not be too bad, I guess. Just a number of screws to reinsert. I will read the EPROMs and I believe it is all for this unit. Quite a nice addition to my black boxes collection. I was expecting a nice hybrid analog to digital converters and things, but now maybe this unit is actually a little bit too modern for this kind of components. Still very nice quality on construction. So thanks for watching, bye bye.